113 pounds and represents the UFC champ. Let's get our NCAA welcome, Shawna Ormsby.
Let's go!
There's really no way to explain how it feels in there unless you're actually in there. But the best way to explain is just a huge pile of emotions just thrown at you at one time. Your heart racing, you're scared, you're nervous, you have no idea what's going to happen. You don't know at the end of the day, you know, somebody's hand's going to be raised, somebody's hand's not going to be raised. Are you going to do your job? Are you going to perform the way that you were supposed to perform? What you trained for countless weeks and went through blood, sweat, tears, is it all going to be worth it? My name is Shawna Ormsby. I was born in Buffalo, New York, but I did move to Titusville, Florida when I was about 7 or 8 years old, so I'm almost a natural Floridian. When I told my parents first, of course, it was my mom that was the excited one, all girl power, and it was my dad that was the one that was kind of scared, like, well, my little girl wants to fight, like, that I definitely never expected.
Shawna Ormsby, well, I think I hired her initially just as sort of a, hourly sales consultant to fill in the time when my manager at that time wasn't here, when I wasn't here. Now she is the general manager of this gym.
I'd say having, girls come up to me, kids as well, just being motivated by me. Women coming up and saying they don't want to be abused anymore. I've helped empower them, knowing that they can do whatever they want. They don't have to take crap from nobody. They can also lose weight if it's because they're unhealthy or something is going on that's stressful in their life and they can't take control of it. Just me being here and talking to them as well has empowered them. Kids being here and being bullied, and they come to us and realize, that's not allowed and it's not okay, and you can take control of that. Dealing with a loss, it can definitely be tough. Especially in the beginning, you kind of don't understand why you got that loss. You feel like you worked hard enough. It's going to happen. Somebody's hand has to be raised, somebody's hand has to be down. But if I'm the one that keeps pushing and keeps motivating, then you never lose.
What sets her apart? Work ethic. If I have to pinpoint one thing, work ethic.
I would say her ambition to want to fight and to want to, train with larger and bigger people and not be afraid of, I think promoters, they see this little girl, 5 foot tall, small frame, and they were like, they're just like, look at what she can do, and she's willing to throw punches with the bigger girls. And the majority of the fights she's taken has been with larger girls. She's taken a lot of fights at 115, 118, and she's not afraid.
Women, we right now are blowing up in the sports industry because we're not afraid to show the world what we have anymore. We've got a lot to prove. I think we've got a lot more to prove than the men do. So we want to put our names out there. Ronda Rousey has definitely opened up that door for all of us. She wasn't afraid, and she showed that. And now, you've got tennis players and you've got volleyball players and soccer and women that are just putting their name out there and showing that we can play just as good as guys. We can play dirty, we can play rough, we can, be just right next to you and work just as hard. The sport of MMA has most definitely changed me as a person. I've grown more as a person, being able to stand up for myself, being able to talk to more people, and being able to do something in front of so many people, being in front of a cage and and having an audience around you just watching you and that other person, that was huge for me. I mean, that's something that I could have never seen myself doing, you know, 5, 10 years ago. Being at this gym, this is, I'd say, the only gym I've noticed that has never had an ego from being a man. They've never looked down at me. But the one person that did give me a hard time when I started was actually my coach, who is my main coach today. You know, I came in as a small girl, no experience, literally walked in and said, I want to fight, and teach me how to fight.
I guess we started fighting from there, man. I mean, it was within 4 months, she picked up her first fight, I mean, in Tampa. And then from there, we went to Daytona, and I mean, not even 4 months later, man, she was a champion of ISKA. And then now she has 16, 17 fights, man. I mean, within 2 years. It's something I've never seen. I've never seen that before from, I mean, not too many fighters do that.
She takes her training very seriously. Spends about 10, 12 hours here a day, whether she's working or training. She can fight her little butt off, whether it be boxing, Muay Thai, or MMA. Her Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu skills are ever improving, and I think she's a star in the making as a fighter.
I said, well, let me see her striking, and then when I saw what she could do with her right hand, I said, we'll definitely find you a fight. I mean, for a little person, you can hit hard.
What it means to me to hit like a man. I am small. I'm, you know, barely 5 foot here, but I hit like a truck. So I think that's something that I love to be able to tell everybody. Being small, it doesn't matter what your size is. It doesn't matter if you're a female or you're a man. You can hit just as hard. I've had one TKO so far, and I have had a knockdown before, so I've been able to feel what it feels like to be able to hit like a man.